Hello and welcome back to the HUD Gaming. We're here with Heads Up episode number 35. I'm Mark Acevedo.
I'm Joel Torres, aka Joey with the Biz.
I'm Justin Torres.
And we're here on December 4th. It is 4:43 p.m. with your weekly news roundup for everything going on in the gaming world. And we're going to start our show off today with the Cards of Conversation with Joey.
And the card for today, we got a new card pack if you weren't here for last week, called the Chat Pack. These cards are way better than the other ones because they're less depressing and they're more fun.
If you weren't here last week for the Satanic Ritual with the audio, we're here hoping that it's a little bit fixed and it sounds a little better. But we got some new cards and he's going to introduce it now.
All right, so let's see. Ooh, okay. What is your all-time favorite scene from a movie? Not movie. Favorite scene from a movie. Mark is dying on air, so that's great. Justin, I'll swing the question to you. What is your favorite scene from a movie?
It would have to be somewhere, I don't know.
He's gonna be like mid-90s. I saw it yesterday. My favorite movie of all time.
Mark, are you okay?
Yeah, do we have to like restart or are you
We're gonna have to call 911 on the podcast.
Drinking this water is not going to help you.
Yeah, I know. What's your favorite scene from a movie?
I don't know. You're from spot. I can't think. I'm like the first movie I think of is our Dark Knight.
Scene,
like, specific.
Yeah, Dark Knight, and like I guess
he's like, you know, when the Dark Knight is in the Dark Knight.
No,
I like that.
no,
one.
Like the first 2 hours of the movie, those are really good.
Everything that's not the credits, I really like.
Those are my favorite scenes.
All right, so when he fucking walks in, he makes the pencil disappear. Then
that's the Joker. Also, you fucking.
Yeah, it's not Batman.
The Dark Knight, the movie.
We know. We're just fucking with you.
God.
What about you, Mark? You're a connoisseur of movies. You see all types of movies in different languages, and you try to act like you have taste, but he doesn't because he doesn't like Tropic Thunder.
All right, acting like I'm a film connoisseur, I would say my favorite scene in recent memory is...
I like recent memory.
I'm not going to spoil it because I know both of you haven't seen it, but the closing scene in Blade Runner 2049 is probably one of my favorites, as it, without spoiling anything, it pays homage to the original in a very clever way, both with the soundtrack and with the thematic things.
Important question about this final scene. Does Ryan Gosling have a shirt on or off?
He has a shirt on.
Okay, so it's not the best scene.
It is a good scene.
It's not a good scene.
He does have a shirt on, though. He is clothed during this scene.
My favorite scene... I've been talking all this shit. I've been trying to think of one.
Yeah.
I was trying to think of Star Wars because that's like my favorite movie series. That's kind of cheap. I was thinking of recent memory, the Endgame like final fight scene. Like that fight scene was really good.
Yeah.
I also like the Civil War airport fight scene. That was also a really good scene.
I like the dancing in Endgame when Captain America dances with the girl. You know. It's nice and romantic at the end.
Yeah, that's the worst scene in the movie.
All right, well, fuck you. You know, you don't have an answer ready.
My favorite scene, I don't know. I'm trying to think. Something from Star Wars. I would probably say something from... Oh, my favorite scene in a movie of all time, I just got it right in my head, Star Wars, is at the end of Episode 5, spoilers for a fucking 30-year-old movie, where Han Solo is going to be frozen in carbonite. Princess Leia looks at him and says, "I love you," and Han Solo says, "I know," and I'm like, fuck yeah. Fuck yeah, he knows.
That's your role model?
That's my role model in life.
When he says that, that's your role model.
Because Han Solo, like me, also can't tell people he loves them, you know? It's too hard. But he does love them, but he just can't say it because he's too badass.
He's just saying he knows.
He's saying he knows. In which I would really like to say that. Like I would really want to say that, but the thing is, like, you know, once you get to that point with a person where you're saying "I love you" to each other, you don't want to risk it. But maybe if I could get a girl to say she loves me and like, I'll risk it for the biscuit, you know what I'm saying?
That's why you just throw in the unsure. Be like, you know, I think I love you, you know, not really sure.
No, but that's what I'm saying. I would just say I know. I want to say I know so bad. Like when that ever happens again.
Well, we'll find out.
We'll find out. Stay tuned. When that happens, I'll let you guys know because that's going to be awesome.
For right now, the things that he does know is what teams you should be putting your money on.
Because I'm 3 weeks winning. 3 weeks straight winning with my picks. And for this week, we're going to pick MVP front runner for me personally, Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks -1 at the Rams Sunday night, only game on prime time. Russell Wilson does not fuck up in prime time. He comes to play. The Rams, I think they're kind of trash. They're not trash. They're not trash, but they're having a bad season. And the Seahawks are -1, so all they have to do is just win by 2 points.
Yeah, the Rams are gonna get fucking smoked.
I don't know if they're gonna get smoked, but it's gonna be a good game. But I do see Seattle winning by a field goal at the end.
I'm a fat ass person. Every time, yeah, I just hear you guys saying smoke this, smoke that. I'm like smoked like brisket, you know what I'm talking about? Like some smoke barbecue, you know what I'm saying? Let's call Uber Eats right now, live on air. You know?
Live on air.
You can't call Uber Eats.
Yeah.
But
I'm gonna say, how do you
his picks have been right, and
call Uber Eats service? Hey,
Call help.
can I get food? And be like, no, you stupid fuck. This is the fucking service.
hey, yo, stop eating my fucking fries on the way over here. I see that shit. I notice it.
Can't you call like the driver?
Call them out.
Probably. I mean,
Yeah,
you can give them instructions.
You can text
for
them.
them to call you.
You
Yeah.
can text the driver.
But you know that if you say like, oh, like,
Don't eat my food.
yeah.
They're gonna like stick their dick. in
Gloria's
your
still
shake.
gonna eat your fries on the way over in her like
That's look
2006
ass.
Chrysler minivan.
It's look ass. It is what it is.
That's
Would you
look
eat the
ass.
food if you were an Uber driver?
No.
I don't know.
Yeah. I'm
I
saying.
think,
I know, Mark.
I think this is an interesting question. I think
Would
this
you
is,
eat the food if you were Uber?
Would you eat the food? I think this is a question worth asking. If they were to order some like fire food, you know, I'm sure some Uber driver has definitely done it before. We're not going to worry about that. There's definitely been an Uber driver that's done it before.
I mean, it's statistically, I think they said like 70% of Uber drivers eat food. I don't know where they get these statistics.
Yeah.
But I think maybe they just like blind survey them. But I
They're
think
just like surveying them. They're like, yeah, I don't give a fuck. I,
they're like, yeah, I don't give a shit. Fuck that.
I mean, I'm hungry.
I mean, I would steal a fry definitely. Like a fry.
That's what I'm saying. Every now and then, like a little fry.
Certain pieces, certain food items can be stolen. Like wings. I feel like you can, but it's hard because you're gonna count the motherfuckers.
Wings would be hard. Fries would be easy.
Fries are easiest to steal.
Yeah. That's why you order sandwiches. They can't steal that.
Sandwiches you can't really steal. Fucking
pizza you can't
pizza
steal.
you can't steal because that's obvious.
Yeah.
So I think the only thing you really can steal is fries and wings. I think that's the only thing you can get away with.
I agree. Those would round out the options of what you can steal.
And they're doing a drive-in, so a little 2 fries for me.
They're just doing what they're doing. They're doing
They're doing the Lord's work,
Yeah.
Somebody's got to bring me McDonald's at 12 o'clock when I'm smacked.
Yeah, they're doing their service to help you out. So just give them some slack and let them do what they want to do. But we do want to remind you this is a gaming show, and we're here to tell you everything that's going on. We also would like to remind you, don't forget to subscribe if you're watching this on YouTube. If you're watching this if you're listening to this on Apple Podcasts or Spotify, also make sure to follow or subscribe and be notified when episodes come out. If you do enjoy the episode, make sure to drop a like and also meet us in the comments to tell us just your reviews, anything you got to say,
Meet me there. I'm waiting for you guys.
how cute we look,
Shirtless.
how the holidays are treating you, what you're excited for, and what you think about this news. But we're going to start off with the fact that Resident Evil 3, the remake, art has appeared on the PlayStation Store unofficially, but the fact that it's on the PlayStation Store means it's definitely coming. So
Definitely coming in 2020.
art was seen for both the Western and the Japanese versions of the game. For those of you who don't know, the Japanese version of Resident Evil is called Biohazard, so it's pretty much the same images, but instead of Resident Evil, it says Biohazard RE3. There were also artworks shown that will be the Z versions of the game. So Z version in Japan is basically uncensored, but really their uncensored versions, if you're wondering what the differences are, it's really just the version that... Is that a Z?
I don't know.
I don't know. It's a Z. How do you... Z is like... That's like a Z, right?
Oh, yeah, that is actually really a lot better than what I
Right?
did.
Like that's
So
like
what's
a
the
Z.
Z version? It's just like uncensored?
Yeah, so the Z version
So
is
like
uncensored.
they fucking cut the hole and then you fuck the hole in the head.
Exactly.
All
But
right.
basically, it's like the American version is standard uncensored. So there's a Japanese version that's regular, and then there's the Z version, which is uncensored, but really the Z version and the American version are pretty much the same, if that makes sense.
Okay.
So if we're to give an example, in Resident Evil 2, in the demo or when the game starts, when you're saving the police officer from the zombies under the door, you remember when you like pull him out?
What's his name?
I don't know his name.
The black guy, right?
It's not him.
That's
Marvin. That's not who I'm talking
Marvin.
about.
Okay, that's it.
The police that you pull out from the thing and like he's cut in half.
dead. Yeah.
Yeah, so in Japan, he's not cut in half. When you pull him out, it's his whole body. He's just bloody.
The bottom half is just like Teletubby.
Exactly. In the
There's no
US,
blood.
in the US version, when you pull him out, it's his guts and everything. You know,
it's
like
pretty
getting all
graphic.
up in them guts. So like he's just completely ripped in half. So the Z version of the Japanese version would basically be that, if that makes sense.
So nothing of like actual value.
Yeah, nothing additional for Western audiences.
Yeah.
It's just they showed that for Japan audiences, similar to Resident Evil 2, there'll be a regular version and there'll be a Z version.
I kind of want to buy the Japanese version just to have it say like Z version. That's cool.
Right?
Like,
Yeah,
that just looks dope. Like I got the Z version.
Because the copy, like it says Z version and like the
is
blood
it like
red.
18 and older?
Yeah.
And then what? I'm guessing the M is like 17 or
The
whatever.
Z version is supposed to be unrated, but I don't know if that looks different on the box.
Okay.
I just know it says Z version in like red, like blood spattered letters.
Okay.
But I don't know exactly how that looks. So these things did pop up on the PlayStation Store and were caught by a specific leaker. But the fact that the Game Awards will be live on December 12th means that an official announcement could happen.
Ooh, by then I think I'll be done with my finals. We can watch that together.
Yeah.
Get comfy one.
That'll be good. Yeah, we could do that. We'll all watch that. I don't think it's a big surprise. I mean, Resident Evil 2 was a giant success for Capcom. That's still our pick for Game of the Year.
Is it our pick?
Has it changed for you?
I don't know.
I mean, I guess you guys will have to find out when that episode
later
comes
on.
out.
Yeah.
But, like spoilers and no spoilers, I'm here to tell you both sides of the story. I liked Resident Evil 2 a lot.
I do like it. It's not like I hate the game.
I loved Resident
I've been
Evil.
rethinking. I fucking hate Resident Evil 2 now. No, I like it. I think it's one of the best games this year.
I didn't play the original. I only played the remake.
Yeah, and I think that if they do the same thing with RE3, then it's gonna be just as good. I think it might. I mean, what is the consensus with Resident Evil fans? What is the consensus? Do you guys like RE2 more or RE3?
Yeah.
I don't fucking know.
You would have to let us know, because the things that we always hear prior to becoming a Resident Evil fan, I guess, I always
'Cause we've
heard
only-
1, 4, and like
I played
1, 2, and 4 were the
I played
greats.
1. I played 1, the original one,
Yeah.
which fucking I don't really like it that much.
I like it.
I played it. I had to play
yeah.
it with a walkthrough. It was a little too much. It was a little too obtuse for me. I understand like it's a game trapped
Well,
in its
'cause,
time.
yeah. It's-
I'm also stupid.
But it's the kind of thing where you have to. It's not that you're stupid. It's like we grew up playing games that didn't have that level.
Sly Cooper didn't have fucking Dragon Ball fucking puzzles.
Yeah. I don't want to say that level. I just different types of puzzles. Like I didn't have to pick up an item in Sly Cooper and be like, oh, okay, now I looked under it, so the fucking key comes out. Like that's something Resident Evil did, and
Yeah.
I wasn't used to, so I used a walkthrough.
But yeah, but
too.
Resident Evil 7 and 2 have been really good. I've enjoyed those games a lot.
Yeah, they've been really good. So, but in case you didn't know, the third entry in the Resident Evil franchise was originally released in 1999, so 20 years ago now.
2
So
years after I was born.
pretty much a good a time of any to remake it.
That's why I probably didn't play. I wasn't old enough.
It is the survival horror game that tells the story of Jill Valentine and her escape from an urban center affected by a biological weapon, and the game's boss, which is prominently seen on all of the album art, is Nemesis, which even if you haven't played Resident
I
Evil
know
3,
that guy.
yeah, you've seen
Yeah.
Nemesis. He's a Mr. X kind of looking guy, but more fleshy, more teeth, and he's got a rocket launcher.
Yeah. You know, all we want is more teeth here at the Hood Gaming.
But I don't think anyone wants that, so.
More teeth.
I mean, good luck promoting that campaign for more teeth.
Hashtag more teeth.
Hashtag he likes it rough. But yeah, so like one of my favorite parts of Resident Evil 2 was hearing Mr. X like stomping on the grounds above me and me shitting my
One
pants.
of my favorite things about Mr. X is the fucking memes of like DMX playing when he like walks in. He's like, yo.
Yeah.
Or like when they like made him look like It Guy,
It guy, Pennywise.
Pennywise.
Yeah,
that was
yeah.
good. But yeah, besides the mods, which we don't have on PlayStation, I think his sound design was awesome because you could like hear his footsteps, like what floor he was on, his
Yeah.
like ominous presence, and then every time he did bust in the room and you see him, like that loud music would play, and it's like,
Here's the thing though. This is what I'm really excited for. Mr. X stomps around. He's walking. He's
Does
ready
Nemesis
to come.
run? He looks like a runner.
Yeah, Nemesis runs and he like dashes and he has a rocket launcher. So like,
Oh shit, he does.
yeah, he always has like a big rocket launcher with him at all times. And when he comes in the room, he like
I'm
sprints
not playing this
after
game
you.
on hardcore. I'm not making that same mistake.
I'm excited for that. I think
I'm
that
playing
looks
on
good.
normal first.
But in addition to those pieces of art coming out, a YouTuber by the name of Spawnwave and also Eurogamer have both
European gamer.
reported that the game is on track for a 2020 launch.
Like
So-
hopefully it comes out like July or not July, January, like the other.
That would be really nice.
I would
I think
really
it would be way
appreciate
too
that.
sudden to do that, but we've seen it before. There have been times where people will announce stuff and be like, "Oh, it's out today." I feel like
But here's the thing: I don't think they need that promo run. What do they need 6 months
That's
to promote
true.
this? Like
if people
the last-
probably already know that it's
yeah.
coming out anyway.
like the Resident Evil 2, fucking everybody loved it, and it's probably gonna be game of the year for most people.
Yeah.
And then Resident Evil 3 is something that the audience was clamoring for. I remember specifically, like right after Resident Evil 2 was done, they asked the director, he's like, I would only do a Resident Evil 3 if the fans wanted it.
Yeah.
I think
And
it was
everyone
clearly
does.
everybody was like, dude, this game's amazing. Just
Yeah.
keep on doing this, Capcom. Nobody wants to play any of your other games.
Speaking of their other games, so Resident Evil 2 was a huge success, and obviously people would like an RE3. I definitely would. We all would here. Capcom did say because of the wide success that Resident Evil 2 had, they will continue to work on old titles, remastering them. But then
what else do they own? They own Mega Man, right?
Yeah, they own Mega Man, Dino Crisis, Street Fighter. They own like a slew of titles, but I think Resident Evil right now, those remakes,
I would like a
is
Dino
really
Crisis remake.
I never played the original.
I didn't either, but I like dinosaurs a lot. And then we haven't. What's the last good dinosaur game we had?
I don't know. You wanted to play that Jurassic Park Evolution, but you haven't tried it yet, right?
I don't have an Xbox.
Oh, I mean, that's true. Yeah, you're a straight male. So Capcom is also working on Project Resistance, which we covered here before. It's the 4v1 asymmetrical multiplayer game. So they're trying something new with the Resident Evil series for now. I'm sure that Resident Evil 8 will be on the way eventually, but we don't know when that will be.
2 steps forward, 1 step back. It's okay, Capcom. We can't all be.
Some people, I was reading stuff where
people like it.
Yeah. I only
people
say
like
yeah
everything. I feel like I've never read a preview where like this game's fucking trash.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I said it's because like when you see a preview, like normally previews are going to be like, oh yeah, like it was fun. They're not going to be like, hey, you gave us the game early, we played it. Yeah, that shit's whack. Don't send us that shit anymore.
There's only been one.
Don't
like
do
I
that.
remember like one time, maybe 2 times that actually happened, and like it actually turned out the game was not good, But yeah, so those preview events, those are kind of like, that's like kind of spotty. Also, it's like they cut out like the best parts of the game for these people to play. They don't bring in everybody.
Yeah.
They bring in like probably like the big outlets, and the outlets don't want to like fuck up their relationship.
Wouldn't that be part of like an embargo kind of thing though? Like if I'm not sure.
Sometimes they are embargoed. So sometimes like people will go to preview events and then they're embargoed to talk about the information like until they personally release it out like 2 weeks later.
That's what I was going to say. Cause like even if we're joking around about it here, but if a game company gives you an early copy of a game,
you
normally
can't talk about it.
You can't talk about it.
We won't talk about it. We don't snitch here.
And even if you go to a preview event, they might let you see things behind closed door, but they might only let you talk about a certain portion of it, or they'll literally outline what you can talk about it. So
yeah, like for reviews, they have like a review like embargo thing where they're like, okay, you can't talk about this, or that. And it'd be like in the review you can hit these points. I think I remember specifically Greg Miller talked about for Arkham Asylum in his review. He said Rocksteady or Warner Brothers, they were like, do not talk about the Scarecrow stuff in your review, like that. You cannot touch it all.
Yeah, I mean, I love the scare. Like it's sometimes
so like
it's good when companies do that.
Yeah,
but
so big spoiler things they always like kind of outline.
At the same time, though, I feel like there's probably times where I wonder if they ever try to embargo like, don't talk about this because we know it's bad. I wonder if they do.
They do that. They probably do.
I'm
that
definitely
too.
not trying to say anything about Arkham because the Scarecrow scenes were awesome. I'm just saying in general, I wonder if they do that.
They probably do. Remember, Shenmue was trying to have an embargo 3 days after the game released.
Yeah,
and all the outlets were like, "Are you fucking stupid?"
Yeah, that's not a good sign. I mean, if a game comes out, like you once the game is publicly launched, you can't really keep any opinions.
Yeah, you can say whatever you want. Yeah, because those reviews are usually done like a week or 2 advance.
Yeah,
so they release a review and it'll be like, "Look at this game, it's good. You should buy it," and that's it. But then once the game comes out, you can have spoiler casts. You can talk about it freely.
Yeah, you can talk about whatever you want. So yeah, Resident Evil 3. Hopefully that will be coming out in 2020.
Hopefully Capcom will hook it up, bro.
Hopefully sooner than later. If it's even the similar quality that Resident Evil 2 was, I think it'll be fantastic. I'm excited for it.
I love that RE engine.
Yeah.
Like that engine is fucking
nice.
Beautiful.
It
Resident Evil
really
7
nice.
looked beautiful. Resident Evil 2 looked beautiful. So this game,
their hair looked nice. I don't know if that's a weird thing to comment on, but like Leon's hair looks nice when he like moves around.
I'm trying to get my Leon going on. You know,
the Leon, yeah.
I got it too long on the side.
We're being festive here because December started.
Oh yeah, we forgot to talk about that. Yeah, we're wearing Christmas hats because I was gonna say in America.
I don't know what difference that has.
It doesn't have any difference.
Jesus
We celebrate Christmas.
None of the differences.
In Western countries, for our Eastern.
This is the Z version.
This is the Z
December
version of Christmas
episode.
But yeah, we wear Christmas hats because here in America, we celebrate Christmas. We celebrate it hard. We go hard as fuck. So by the end, we're going to be wearing full Santa suits.
I mean, spoilers. That's part of the embargo. Come on, man.
God damn it. Are you going to be naughty or nice?
Are you going to be there for it? That's the question.
You want to be on my list of late night calls?
That's part of the embargo, too.
All right, but moving on. Super Mario Maker 2. Super Mario Maker 2. One of my games of the year so far. Top 5 games.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it might bump down. Who knows? But so they had a huge update that I don't know if it was teased earlier or not, but it kind of just came out of nowhere this week, and it involves one of the most like requested things, Zelda. Your playable Zelda. A lot of the Mario Maker fans were clamoring for a Zelda Maker to make like dungeons and stuff.
Yeah.
So this kind of...
Do they want a full title?
No, yeah. People want a full Zelda Maker. Like
Gotcha.
Zelda Dungeon Maker.
Sounds about right.
Yeah. Of course they want that.
Yeah, those fans, that sounds about right.
I mean, I like Zelda.
I'm not saying it's not good.
I mean, yeah, but the fans would.
But I mean the fans.
Yeah.
You know.
So yeah, in Super Mario Maker 2, there's now this new item called the Master Sword. When you pick it up, you turn into Zelda.
All right, guys, we're gonna.
I need a timeout. 5 minutes.
We're gonna close the show here.
Oh my god!
You never saw anything. You never heard anything. This actually isn't called the HUD Gaming. We're actually just
I don't know anything.
We're
about
not
games.
you didn't hear anything.
I'm
So
a fucking.
we're gonna run that back. Just like woo. All right, you didn't hear anything. So when you pick up the Master Sword, you turn into Link.
Yeah, when you pick up the Master Sword, you turn into Link, and you become like a whole Link. You have a whole new moveset. You can shoot arrows in all like your 3-directional locations. You can use bombs to blow up like secret things like you would in Zelda, like to go behind a wall and stuff like that. You can ground slam, you can dash, you can use your shield to block things.
Most importantly, you're not a princess.
Most importantly, you're not a princess. You are actually Link, not Zelda. It's pretty crazy. And so there's a few Nintendo made dungeons that come with the update. So like I guess probably to show like the community, look, this is how you can use it and explore it. I'm actually really excited. I'm gonna like download the update and go play it when I go home. Actually, no, I'm not, because I gotta write a paper because I can't have fun. But yeah, so so this thing is really cool. I'm really excited to see what like the community does with it.
Yeah,
because they can make basically a whole game with this.
It's wild what people do with like use
just with the regular
levels.
Mario Maker.
Yeah.
So yeah, this was a really big thing, and a lot of people were, like I said, wanted it because they wanted a Zelda like dungeon maker.
Zelda, yeah.
They wanted to play a Zelda, but no. So yeah, this is really interesting. It looks really cool. The music completely changes, like all the sound effects. It's really cool.
So it's just 2D, right? Because in Super Mario Maker 2, you can do 3D levels, right?
No, you can't. It's just 2D.
But you can do 3D Mario levels.
You do 3D World where like things are like, it's not like actual 3D. It's not like Odyssey.
Oh, okay.
No, yeah, it's not like.
See, I never knew
it's
that.
It's 3D World levels where they have a little bit of 3D.
Gotcha.
Like you can go behind the thing and behind.
I got you, but it's still 2D.
It's like 2.5D.
Okay, makes a lot more sense.
3D.
Yeah. Okay.
So yeah, and then also in this update comes Pokeys from Super Mario World 3D, which I did not play, so I don't know what that is. And then Ice Blocks from Super Mario 3 from the NES. You can make ice blocks now. And also another thing that sounded really interesting is Nintendo was teasing this new thing called like Ninja Speedruns, which are basically these levels that Nintendo will release periodically, Nintendo-made levels, and they're focusing on speedrunning. And a really cool feature about this is that they have obviously the regular speed running, like you're gonna have to like compete with the whole Super Mario World.
I see what you did there.
But the cool thing is like, you know how Super Meat Boy, when you try it, you die, and then like your little Meat Boy like follows you, and you see like the mistakes.
The ghost, yeah.
They're gonna have other people's like Mario's, and you can see like their mistakes. So at the end, it probably will look kind of crazy.
Yeah.
So yeah, that sounded interesting. That's coming soon though. That's not coming with this update, but they just like teased that.
Yeah.
So Super Mario, there's Super Mario Maker 2. They're still supporting it. This Link thing sounds really cool. I'm actually going to dive into these Nintendo-made dungeons and then have a good time. And then I'll come back with opinions.
I'll come back with opinions.
Strong opinions.
Strong opinions. But you know who else has strong opinions? U.S. politicians.
Yeah.
Yeah, but price of freedom. But a U.S. congressman has pled guilty to spending campaign funds on Steam games.
Haven't we all?
So, more than $150,000 were illegally converted from a campaign fund.
Jeez, 150
to this congressman's personal usage. Not all 150,000 were used on the Steam games, although to be fair, I would be highly impressed if they were, and to find out if there's even 150,000 worth of games that you can buy.
Especially with those sales.
I mean, with those sales, that's what I'm saying. Black Friday just passed.
Well, is it just games or is it skins? Because those CSGO skins can cost a lot of money.
True.
The CSGO skins cost like $200.
Or like Dota, and you're like, who the fuck pays $1,000 for skins? Oh, it's politicians who steal our money.
Yeah, I mean, it could be.
That
but,
makes sense.
So,
what's his name?
I will get to that in just a second.
Okay. Sorry.
But his name, just to give you a sneak peek, his name is Duncan D. Hunter, which just sounds like somebody I wouldn't trust with my money.
Duncan D. Hunter.
But he
big old double D.
He pleaded guilty in federal court on Tuesday of this week for stealing hundreds of thousands of dollars in campaign funds. Among the illegal uses of those funds were plane tickets for his pet rabbits and also video games from Steam. So he didn't just use this money for
he went
Steam
to the
games.
rabbits, so it's all fine.
Yeah, I mean, he's just doing a good thing for his pets. He's clearly somebody who cares about animals.
That's hilarious. Wait, so was he using? Oh, is he running now for re-election? I'm guessing of his campaign funds, he's running a re-election.
Yeah, I mean, he's probably screwed now.
I'll vote for him. Is he in Florida?
I don't know. The gaming for the gaming stuff though, he spent around $1,300 on Steam games.
Damn.
Which
that's all Steam.
The thing though is like we spend pretty close to that probably every year.
I don't want to talk about it.
You don't think about it, but really you probably do. I'm sure I've spent more than that in no time on games.
We just dropped $10 on that battle pass.
I mean, yeah.
For Call of Duty, so.
That's true. I'm already tier 3. I know he's like tier 20 because he got the $24 one because he's rolling deep.
How did you get that, by the way?
Because I bought the most expensive version of the Call of Duty and already gave me the Call of Duty points before.
Oh, give you the COD points? So
yeah, that's what I was telling you in my room.
Oh.
Good to know you were listening.
You little piece.
That's slick. Yeah. All right, I see what you're saying. Okay. All right. But Duncan D. Hunter's not that slick because he clearly got caught. So... And included in the $1,300 of Steam games that he bought, as detailed in his indictment. And by the way, we will link all the articles and everything that we have down below, so you can read them in their entirety on your own. But as detailed in the indictment, the Hunter family stole from the campaign for items such as fast food, movie tickets and sneakers, video games, Lego sets and Play-Doh, groceries, dog food, utilities, luxury hotels, overseas vacation, plane tickets for their family pet rabbits, Egbert and Cadbury, and they're already deeply in debt before they spent all this money that they were stealing from the campaign.
To be fair, Lego sets are expensive as fuck. All right?
I didn't know that.
Dude, Lego sets are...
Dude, who the fuck is this guy? What is he buying?
He
sounds like me.
Their names are Egbert and Cadbury. Those are good names for rabbits.
Why does he have rabbits? Why is he buying Lego sets?
Cadbury is the chocolate brand.
The chocolate eggs.
I don't know the Egbert. I don't know what the hell that is.
But I was like, those names are the chocolate eggs.
Yeah. Where are the rabbits going though? Plane tickets for? They make it sound like it's like he wasn't on the plane with them.
No, he was with the rabbits.
Yeah, they make it seem like he was just like flying
throw
by
the rabbits
himself.
Yeah, with the luggage, right?
Well, what if he was though? I mean, there's been wilder things that have happened on this earth.
I mean, it's not his money, so he could be just going fucking crazy, sending these rabbits to like Aruba and shit like that.
What's this guy's name?
His name is Duncan D. Hunter. While you're searching that, we will let you know some more news on this case. So, according to the same press release, the maximum penalty for this case is 5 years in prison and a $250,000 fine.
$250,000 fine?
So, I mean, if he stole $150, that's $250 that he'd have to pay, and he'd be in jail for 5 years, which, by the way...
This is the criminal right here.
Being in prison for 5 years doesn't sound that bad.
What's he representative of? Can you see what state he represents?
He looks like he's
California.
He's not even aware of like what's going on. Like he looks like he would be showed up in court and they'd be like, "Sir, you've stolen $150,000. Are you aware of what you've done?" And he'd be like, "Oh, I just thought it was available to me. I just I like look at that face. I know you guys can't see it, but we're looking at him.
He has
right
good
now.
Politician face.
Well, good politician face doesn't mean you look trustworthy.
Look, that right there, dude, I'd vote for that guy.
No.
I wouldn't vote for him.
He looks sketchy.
Let me look at his politics before I find out like he supports everything I disagree with.
I mean, which rabbit is that? Is that Egbert or is that Cadbury?
I don't know, but yeah, this is pretty wild. I like that picture. That should be the thumbnail for the thing. But yeah, so plane rides for bunnies. That's kind of
here's my thing.
That's
too.
a little irresponsible. I feel like there's a lot of better things I would do with stolen political funds.
I feel like there's a lot of ways you could not get caught, and that's not the way to go about it. But also, how do you not think that these things are going to be tracked? I want to know what Steam games he was playing. That's my thing.
When you were going through the list, I was like, he's gonna be in the indictment. It's $500 on Skyrim skins and stupid.
That would have been
like
sweet if honestly that was included, but they didn't. They just said around $1,300 on Steam games. They didn't say what he was buying or what he was playing. So.
But here's
this guy's like 2 years old or something.
Here's where he fucked up, guys.
We can't judge his taste. We don't know what he's playing.
We can judge his taste because look where he's playing games. Playing on the PC, he fucked up. PlayStation, Sony would have fucking kept that all underneath the rug.
That's true. They would have kept it so secure.
Totally accepts blackmail.
They would have kept it secure until somebody would have hacked into Sony's database and made it public again.
Yeah, that's been like what 9
But at least
years
they
already?
tried. You know what I mean?
That doesn't happen.
Realistically, the only place that you could keep that kind of stuff safe is on the Atari VCS, which is coming soon. So if you want to keep all your information safe, but you won't ever get your system, Atari has announced that the Indiegogo backers, which I don't know why you'd back something called Indiegogo.
Indiegogo is a website.
I know, but like still, I don't want to. Typing that in would feel weird, you know?
Yeah.
Let me spend money on Indiegogo.com.
It sounds a little filthy, to be honest.
It does, honestly. But Atari is also filthy, and you are not getting your console on time. So,
damn.
The Atari VCS is a crowd-funded, retro-styled, but modern console gaming PC. It runs on Linux PC. It supports 4K and HDR. And it was supposed to release in December for people who backed it. But the president of the company said that it won't be. So you'll have to wait. The reason for this that they're just saying is hardware. Basically, they want to make it the best that they can make it. So because of that, it will be delayed. This hasn't been the first time that it's been delayed, but the general ship date is March 2020, so they can expect it by then. It will be releasing for $249.99, and if that's something you're interested in, you can pick it up. It looks really cool. It looks like an Atari 2600. It's kind of like that.
If you like wood paneling from like 1980,
yeah, like it's thing. like kind of like a triangle, like pyramid looking system with the wood grain.
It's weird
on it.
that it's like trying to be a modern console.
Yeah, it is weird that it's trying to be a modern console.
Really
also, we have a movie review coming up, so pull up that 5-minute timer. But we're still talking about Atari for a second.
But yeah, so this Atari thing, I mean, it kind of had bad news bears written all over it. You fucking just like saw the press release and everything is like super sketchy. The more information you learn about it, you're like, what? Like, because everybody thought it was going to be like the classics, like the Genesis classic, SNES classic. I know it has Atari games on it,
yep.
But it's like, but the thing I feel like they promote mostly is like, no, it's like a modern console, but it just has fucking wood paneling on it, and it's like, why the fuck would I want to buy this? Like,
yeah,
is it gonna run Steam through it or something? Like, what? Like,
it just says that it will be a Linux-based PC. And it will have Atari games, some preloaded on it, but you can also play modern games. It doesn't say exactly. It's not like a Steam machine per se.
Like, I need a lot of information from this.
They don't have a lot of it. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. They have no information.
And I don't remember when this was announced, but this was definitely announced a couple of years ago. Because I remember seeing promotional videos about like the concept of it and be like, oh, that's kind of cool. But Atari, since it's something that's so far back, I don't know how it is for you, but it's never a name that I saw and I was like, oh shit, gaming. I was just like, oh, it's that old system.
Atari's that thing that like fucking people wear and like they have no idea what it's about.
That's true. It's that gray shirt with like the faded out Atari logo.
The Atari logo, the red Atari logo.
Yeah.
Or the white Atari logo. And it's like, I mean, I associate it with gaming, but I have no, like, what are the fucking Space Invaders on that?
The thing that I associate Atari with is Test Drive Unlimited 1 and 2.
Oh yeah, because it's in.
Because they produced those, and I thought those were fantastic games.
That's true.
But those were developed by Eden Studio, which was broken up, and they're now part of Ivory Tower, which develops the Crew games.
Fucking dropping knowledge bombs on us.
So,
but yeah, so for video, when that goes back to retro games, I really just associate video games with like NES on.
Mm-hmm.
Like anything before that, it's like rough for me to play, and even NES games, some of them are like rough for me to play.
I mean, they're really cool to look at.
This Bad Boy is still a classic.
Yeah, I mean that's
Super Mario Brothers.
Yeah, that's a classic.
OG.
Yeah, but
400.
Huh?
OG 400.
We got
You're not cultured. You don't know it.
That's what I'm saying. I was like, let me just move on. I don't know what's going on. We did post up earlier that we are going to be reviewing mid-90s. So as soon as this timer starts, we will get our 5-minute review of it. We'll give you your verdict, must watch, don't watch, Netflix and chill. But this will be relatively spoiler filled. So this is your warning now. I'd move up maybe 5 or 6 minutes.
If you haven't seen
I would give it about like an 8-minute.
Yeah, maybe 8 minutes because this was a good one.
If you haven't seen mid-90s, you can watch it for free on Amazon Prime like we did.
Yeah.
Come to my house at 8 o'clock. We can watch it all for free.
Yeah. Community popcorn night. You can go ahead and start that timer. I'm ready to get into it.
Oh, shit.
All right, verdict. Fuck shit, that's dope.
Fuck shit, that's dope.
Fuck shit, that's dope.
I really like this movie.
It's really good.
This is your second time seeing it. This is me and Justin's first time seeing it.
Yeah.
I was I was on my edge a lot because for the main character, Steve or Sunburn, when you follow him, I feel like I have a lot of anxiety. As an older brother, like watching this little kid, I'm like, please don't do these bad things. Yeah. And he's like doing all these bad things. And it's like Ray kind of cares for him, but he's not like fully, but like he does look out for him a little bit. For him, yeah, he looks out for him a little bit, but like he lets him toe the edge, you know? Mm-hmm. And then fuck shit is dope.
Well, because it's the relationship you have with the crew that you run with, because even when you're saying like when fuck shit is giving him the drugs when they're on the bus, it's like you can clearly see that Ray is like, hey, why are you giving those kids that shit? But at the same time,
he's like, they're old enough to make their decisions.
That's true, like, but also he risks
12, so I don't know,
he would have to fight with fuck shit if like they were to go like strictly against that. So like,
I mean, he takes a drug and then throws it at fuck shit
for himself,
but if he was to tell everyone else not to do
that's
it,
what I'm saying. He lets the kids do it. So like, yeah, they might be old enough, but like it's a power dynamic that like they're clearly the leaders of that group. So you can clearly see them fight as it goes on. Just a brief summary of what the movie actually is. So mid-90s came out last year, debuted in 2018. It was the first directorial debut of Jonah Hill. It stars Atreus from God of War and some skateboarders from California, who have not made movies before, but were excellent in it.
They're really good actors. I think Ray was a standout. Like
Yeah.
I thought that kid was a legit actor.
Mhm.
He was really fucking good.
Yeah, Ray was really good in it. Olin Prenant, or fuck shit, is a good skater. You can see his videos and stuff because they do that.
And you
So
said fourth graders. I mean,
fourth grade's
they're
good
all
skaters,
skaters.
too.
I watched an interview with Jonah Hill. Said like they're all skaters. He's
Yeah.
like, I just wanted to get skaters to make the video,
to make it kind of like an authentic feel. So
to make the video,
yeah.
to make the movie.
And mid-90s is basically a coming-of-age film about a young kid named Stevie who's basically turning into his teenage years, finding his friends, and just that kind of tumultuous like growth that kids have when they're finding friends, deciding who's cool, who's not cool. My shit wasn't as nearly as crazy as Sunburn is, but I mean it's fun to watch and you can relate to it, especially if you've ever went through that phase of wanting to skateboard, and it has a very nice 90s feel to it, even though down to like the way the camera looks, looking
It's a
like a skate
4:3
video and stuff.
aspect ratio.
Yeah.
So it's real nice. I related it to a lot. I didn't like skateboard like a lot, but like I used to rollerblade. I skateboard a little bit, longboarded. So like I hanged around like skateboarders and stuff like that, and got into tumultuous situations like that.
Yeah.
So I really liked it. I related to it. I was also always like the youngest of my group. My friends tended to be like a few years older than me. You're actually the only friend I have that's younger than me.
True. I don't look younger than you.
Shut up. But you are younger than me.
Yeah, old Prenant fuck shit looking 12-year-old.
Bro, I'm gonna look good forever. What are you talking about, bro? But so yeah, I related to it. I liked it a lot. It definitely captures the skater vibe. Like just like it's like no, it's not really judgmental. It's like you just like chill. Like
It feels authentic.
yeah, it's like you guys just come in and just hang out and we're just chilling, bro. Like if you're cool, then we're cool, and it's all that matters. It's not really like that, like judgy and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
The skater culture, not the movie.
Yeah, and the I thought the soundtrack was really good. I like it a lot.
Dude, the music they play when they go to that party, it's
Watermelon Man.
Is that the music?
That's what the song is called.
Dude, that song gave me so much like anxiety, like tension, because it was like building the scene. I was like, oh man, I know something bad's gonna happen here, but it also had like a kind of like fun sense. Like, yeah, we're gonna have fun, but this shit's gonna get out of hand.
You don't know what's gonna happen. Yeah.
Oh, and then me and Justin were talking about the scene where Stevie hooks up with that girl. It was a little awkward.
Oh yeah, 2 fingers in the vag.
2 fingers in the vag. Yeah, that was. I felt because that girl was clearly like 15 or I think
that girl was obviously like a couple
17,
years.
So I'm assuming she's like 17, 16 at
She's
least.
around there.
And this kid, Sunburn is like 12.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
He's super young, and it's like, and even like the noises they make when they kiss, like it's like just regular kissing noise, but it was like so like sensual and so intimate that I was like
there's like too much suction on it. It's
Yeah,
like,
it sounded
too real. I was like,
I was like,
my
this is
skin's
like a
crawling right
kid.
now.
Like, can we not do this?
I was like, yeah, can we cut? Like, I know they're gonna hook up. Can we just cut?
And like all of us are watching it together, so it's just like kind of awkward. We're just like, oh, like just fucking.
So I just went over and
kissed
kissed Mark on the cheek.
And then Sunburn just comes out and he's like, she let me finger her pussy. And they're all like, oh shit, bro.
But yeah, that was funny.
Yeah,
because we all feel like that when that happens. We're like, yeah, it was.
That's like the greatest moment of your life. You're like,
and then also the second greatest moment of the life. I love how they captured when Sunburn finally nails an ollie and he loses his shit. We've all been there. Not all, but
not all of us. But
all the
that's
cool
what I'm
kids
saying.
been there. You know what I'm saying?
It hits harder for some than it does for others. But yeah, like it's really nice that they do that. We're down to 5 seconds. I've got to give it a verdict of must watch. Fuck shit, that's dope. What's your verdict?
It's fuck shit, that's dope. You gotta watch it.
You should watch it. It's on Amazon Prime. Check it out. It's a great movie. Mid-90s. Jonah Hill's first movie. Back to the news. Firewatch devs Campo Santo's next game, Valley of the Gods, has been put on hold as they work on other Valve projects.
Not dope.
Not dope. Fuck shit, that's not dope. All right, so we did say around 8 minutes. I'm just making this really quick. That car crash scene too.
Oh,
that shit was.
So I would like to get out of the way that it's not function, it's fuck shit.
We're saying fuck shit.
Yeah.
No, but I'm just saying, like, when I first heard it, I didn't know that his name was fuck shit. I thought it was function the whole time I was hearing it.
You know, that's interesting that you say that from more of like an analytical standpoint, because his whole purpose as a character is like he doesn't function. He's just like, let me party and not really care.
Yeah.
Fucking way to dive deep, bro.
I thought that's what they were calling him the
way
whole entire time.
Way to get that analysis. That's what we need.
I thought that was his name. I thought that was his name the whole entire time until
But it's
Until
a
the
play
kid
on words.
explained it.
Yeah.
He doesn't really function in society, and he has no true purpose. So
It's the meaning.
Way to dive deep, bro.
Doesn't we need to just start a new series, movie analysis with
What about
Justin?
sunburn? What does sunburn mean? Justin, tell us, please.
Sunburn? Yeah, what does that mean?
He
What
got
does that
burned
mean?
by the sun. I don't know.
Oh shit.
Wow, you're fucking stupid. I thought you were prolific for one thing.
Anyway,
But yeah, that car crash scene, that hit hard because I've been wanting to get in a couple car crashes recently.
yeah, they got hit hard pretty bad. Yeah, but the way it was shot, it was pretty crazy. So anyway, Campo Santo, Firewatch, great game. I loved it.
It was a good game.
Very
I'd say great, but good.
Very pretty looking.
I liked it.
It's
Yeah,
okay.
it did look really pretty.
Yeah, it was very pretty. So they unveiled a game back in 2017 called Valley of the Gods, which is a first-person adventure similar in style to Firewatch that would be set in Egypt. But they recently are saying that the game
It's being put on hold because they're
Yeah.
working on other Valve projects.
So
So they've been
they're-
recently acquired by Valve.
Yeah. So at the end of the unveiling trailer for Valley of the Gods, it said 2019. No specific date, but 2019 was the year that we're coming. The people who are working on the game did say that that's now not the case. It'll be TBD or to be decided. But just last month, basically, Campo Santo, multiple developers have gotten off of the Valley of the Gods game and have joined Valve to help with Half-Life Alyx and some other projects just because they have experience with first-person games. So another thing that is important to note is Valve is like a studio known. So yeah, they make high-quality stuff, but they don't make stuff that comes out a lot, and they really don't make a lot of games that are released anyway.
That's why it was weird when they purchased Campo Santo because
Yeah.
it's like, y'all don't make games.
But it kind of...
I mean, it was
Yeah.
inspiring for Valve fans because it's like, oh shit, they might be making games, and then look, now they got Half-Life Alyx coming out.
It's unfortunate though, because like you're saying, you think like Firewatch is good. I loved it. It's one. I don't know if I'm like, oh, it's top whatever game, but I did really enjoy it.
I liked it. I liked
Valley of the
the
Gods looked
ending.
interesting.
I liked it. The ending definitely resonated with me. With like Delilah, that whole
Yeah.
like the sad shit. I love the sad shit. The sad shit always resonates with me.
Mm-hmm.
But the overall, like the gameplay and some of the weird loops where it goes,
Yeah.
I didn't care for it that much, but I think overall it was a good game, and I was excited for Valley of the Gods because I wanted to see where they can build
Where they
off of like the
Mm.
first person adventure kind of game.
Yeah.
And Egypt is always a dope setting.
Yeah. It looked really cool. We'll link the trailer down below so you can see it, because when I did see it, I remember being not necessarily that the trailer looked crazy, but having played Firewatch, I was relatively excited, being like, okay, well, they're working on something new. And even if you didn't like Firewatch, it's always nice to see how it's the same kind of thing with like
How developers
sequels.
can grow.
Yeah, they'll learn.
They always make like new shit and Guerrilla Games. Like I didn't really care for Killzone that much.
Yeah,
I played Shadowfall, which that was probably the only Killzone I actually played through. I played Killzone 3 multiplayer, but then Horizon Zero Dawn really stuck with me, and I thought that's one of the best games I played this generation.
yeah,
And then the same thing with Respawn recently when I played the Star Wars game. I didn't play the other games, but those I'm saying like a studio can grow because those were first person shooters, and then they went into like this open world kind of like third person action, and it shows like their diversity and like, oh, they can make games, just not every game has to resonate with you.
that's true. Yeah,
Like
that's
how
it.
Bethesda Studios made really good games, and then they made Fallout 76.
Yeah, so
And that
I mean,
shit does not slap.
to each their own. Sometimes good things happen, sometimes bad things happen. But I know for Persona fans, something good is coming.
Woo!
So, Persona 5 Royal is going to be coming to the US in March of 2020. So, Atlus's re-release of Persona 5 is coming to the PlayStation 4 on March 31st, specifically 2020. Persona 5 Royale, aka Persona 5 The Royale, which is what it's named in Japan, will add a
Royale
ton
with
of
cheese.
Huh?
Royale with cheese.
The Royale with cheese. Oh, that sounds pretty good right now.
Damn, this.
See, let's call that Uber Eats driver. He's going to eat that fries, but I'll get my sandwich. So, Persona 5 The Royale will add a ton of new features to the 2017 role-playing masterpiece, including a new playable character, a new area to explore, and a host of tweaks and streamlining changes. Also, I will not waste your time listing all of the different versions that are available, but I will highlight the nicest one that's available, which is the Persona 5 Royal Phantom Thieves Edition, which comes with an official Joker mask.
I've been
which-
really thinking about buying this. 'Cause
It
I
comes
want
with a
that mask.
stand.
I know. I want the mask.
So you can just wake up, play
Put
the
it
theme
on.
music, and then just...
Dude, so Persona 5, I really am not that big of... Like, not that I'm not a big fan of video game music, but I really don't go out of my way to listen to video game music outside of video games.
Yeah.
Persona 5 was the first like thing where I like searched up songs and I was like, I need to hear this song. And like it's a good song regardless of like I'm playing the game or not, or if I'm in the world or not.
Yeah.
So I actually had to purchase a few Persona songs because they're not like streamable on Apple Music at least. So I had to go I had to go to iTunes. We go on iTunes, like what the fuck? I haven't been on iTunes since like middle school.
Yeah.
And then I actually purchased Persona songs, like a couple of them, because the whole soundtrack is like $20-$30. But I only bought a few songs. Beneath, it was from this.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah, we gotta put some WD-40 there.
Put a little bit of oil on it.
But so yeah, I purchased Beneath the Mask, which is like I guess not the theme song, but it's like the main song that people listen to or hear throughout the game. I'm excited for this. I have not even finished Persona 5. I've played 70 hours of it, but I have not beaten the game actually. So this might actually give me like a fresh chance, like a fresh start, and be like, oh, I actually played through it this time.
And
because I don't have the baggage of like dealing with like my 70-hour save and trying to like.
If you like the music a lot, Beneath the Mask is the collector's box, the art book. It comes with a soundtrack.
I didn't even know that shit. Holy shit!
And it comes with a limited edition steelbook case and a dynamic PS4 theme. So this is just this version. This version comes with all that like extra stuff for you to enjoy, but it doesn't come with all the DLC. So if you want all the costume packs and all that other stuff, it's not included in this edition. This edition is $89.99.
That's why too. So it's like a competitive price. Like
it's not that expensive. That's what I'm saying. For a collector's edition, you're like, well, I like it, so I'll slide the extra $30, but it's not a crazy amount. I will link the description. I will put the link in the description of all of the different versions because it's not just this Phantom Thieves version. There are various cheaper or alternative versions you can get. I just thought it was worth highlighting the one that comes with the Joker mask and pretty much most of the collector's kind of stuff that you would want.
Yeah.
With the Royal
What's really
version.
cool about this is that obviously it's the re-release of this game. So like buying the collector's edition of this means you actually like the game because you played it already. So that's kind of cool. It's like the first time where a collector edition is available for a game that I already know I like. I mean, most of the times you know if you're gonna like a game or not.
Yeah,
you don't like. I'm not gonna fucking spend $100 on the Death Stranding baby before I even played a game.
Yeah, or if you have played it.
Or if you have played it, you probably don't even want to do it anyways either.
The embargo.
I still want that baby though.
I'm saying if you want to do this for 100 hours, it'd just be like, oh shit.
Hey, yeah. So yeah, I might actually purchase this. I don't know if it's sold out. The thing is, I'm scared it's gonna sell out quickly, but also like I don't really have the funds to be dropping 90.
Hit that pre-order. Yeah,
I can't be dropping 90 bones like that. You know what I'm saying?
I feel you. I feel you. But speaking about those 90 bones, we got to give a thank you to our Patreon supporters real quick.
Give me a couple bones.
We got to give a shout out to our Patreon supporters, Matt Acevedo, Lacey Perez, George, and Joan Acevedo. Thank you so much for supporting the show. If you would like to support the show, you can head over to our Patreon at patreon.com/thehudgaming. Also, subscribing, leaving a like, and just commenting and really interacting with us really helps us out and let us know what you think of what we're doing. If you enjoy it, if you don't enjoy it, movie reviews, not movie reviews, gambling, have you lost all your money? Are your kneecaps still there? Do you have them? Cards Conversation, have you answered any of the questions?
Well, we got a diverse show here.
Yeah, you really got to let us know.
You got everything you want. I mean, you can't find one thing you don't like about this show. It's probably us too.
Yeah, but also it is worth taking a little bit of note. We've been testing it out. Sometimes here and there we've started Twitch streaming, so if you want, you can also check us out on Twitch at The HUD Gaming. But these episodes usually premiere on Fridays. Thank you so much for listening, and we'll see you next week right here on Heads Up.
Pray for me.
Happy holidays. Fuck shit, that's dope.